it's really nice, really nice that Reebok came through.
Robert, quick question, live with Boxing Fraternity. In the beginning, there's been a lot of made up about the weight and the difference in the size, and that you even yourself said that Errol Spence maybe not the fight to go, especially when you just get to welterweight. Do you still feel like that was this was the wrong decision after the training camp, after seeing him and how he looks, or do you feel more confident and comfortable now with the fight?
Look, at first, obviously, it's no secret. We told everybody that we were not okay with the fight at first, because when Mikey first mentioned it, we thought he was just joking around, playing around. But now that it's true, now that it's reality, we've trained very hard. Mikey's in great shape. He doesn't have to lose that much weight. Mikey walks around 152, somewhere around there. So the weight's not going to be a problem. So he's actually going to be strong, solid at 147. He might even be stronger at 147 than he was probably at 135, because cutting to 135 was pretty hard.
Right.
So Mike's going to be up. His body's going to be 100%.
He wins this fight at 147. Would you like to see him try and unify at welterweight, or are you looking to go back down, junior welter, or even lightweight for a big fight?
Winning this fight, beating probably the best welter in the division. I don't think there's any reason why would Mikey come back down to 140. I think he'll stay at 147 and fight the rest of the champions there. Most of them are fighting for the same company. So there's so many big fights that Mikey could do at welterweight. So he'll probably stay at welterweight.
A lot of media, a lot of boxing pundits, fans, they say Mikey wins this fight. He's automatically an all-time great in everyone's book. Do you think he's an all-time great if he wins this fight tonight? Is he going down in history as one of the greatest to ever do it?
Mikey's already accomplished too much in boxing, more than we ever expected. So for us, I think he's already accomplished much to be one of the greats. But obviously, winning this fight will definitely put him up there with the greats like Duran, Leonard, De La Hoya, Pacquiao. There's been a lot of great ones that always fought the best and never denied any fight. They gave us the best fights out there, and Mikey could be one of those.
Awesome, thank you, Robert.
What's the biggest difference this week with Mikey eating? Like you said, doesn't have to make 135. Is there like a difference in attitude, a difference in not trying to make weight?
Well, look, he's trained very hard. So we don't have to worry about cutting weight. So the whole training camp, sparring, he was eating good, training hard, and doing the work, looking stronger than ever. Now, to make weight, it'll be maybe 2 or 3 pounds max, and that's not going to be a problem at all, So I think Mikey could be stronger now than he was maybe at 135, because cutting all the way to 135, it really takes a lot out of a body, and people don't know that when a fighter cuts, 10, 15 pounds in 2 weeks, it takes a lot out of you, and this time he doesn't have to do it.
Will he be able to eat breakfast that day? I mean, how much of a cut is it?
Oh, he will. He's been able to be, like I'm telling you, he hasn't even tried to cut weight yet. He's walking around 151, 152, so the weight won't be a problem.
Is there a difference at all in Mikey with this fight leading up to it? I mean,
the training, everything. Mikey's one of those guys that if the fight doesn't excite him, he just trains because that's his job. But he doesn't really do it with a passion. For this fight, every day, every minute in the ring, when we're doing mids or sparring, he's full of energy. He's excited about this because this is obviously the biggest challenge of his career, and he chose it and he wants it that bad.
I feel like he's almost the happiest I've seen him for a fight. Like he's more than usual. Look,
winning titles. He said it before. For him it doesn't mean much. He loves the love from the fans. The people are the ones that motivate him. And look at all this right now. That's what motivates him. That's what walking into the arena. Even though we're in Errol Spence's hometown, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of fans. It's probably gonna be 50-50, and that motivates him. That excites him, and that's what he wants to do. Give the fans the best fights out there.
That was my last question. How do you see that fan split? Do you think it's going to be 50-50? I have a lot of people saying it might even lean towards Mikey's.
Just by being here at the media workout, I think there's a lot more Mexican fans than people from Dallas. I'm pretty sure they're all from Dallas, but they're all going for Mikey, or they're cheering Mikey's name out. So I know Errol Spence. I was at Errol Spence fight here in Dallas, and what was like 15,000 people, whatever it was, and it was all for Errol Spence. So he does have a big following. So I think it's gonna be 50-50.
Thank you.
This is Jaime with All Access Elite Boxing. I'm here with world-class trainer Robert Garcia. Robert, let me ask you, from a trainer standpoint, game planning standpoint, would you say, considering that you trained for Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, and some of the great fighters here in our era, would you say this has been one of the toughest fights in your training career?
Look, it's not an easy fight. It's definitely going to be a tough fight, but training-wise, it hasn't been one of the toughest fights. You know, I think it was tough to prepare for Manny Pacquiao. It's hard. It's hard to find sparring partners or that fight like Pacquiao. It wasn't very hard, to find guys that are basic. Errol Spence is basic. He's very smart, very strong, very talented, but he's not a flashy fighter. He's not super fast. He doesn't switch. He doesn't move back and forth or side to side. He's in front of you. They're basic, so it wasn't very hard. I think it wasn't one of the hardest fights. Like I told you, getting ready for Pacquiao or Mayweather has been harder.
Let me ask you, man. You guys come here to his hometown. It's rare that fighters or even champions, considering that he's undefeated, is willing to do that. Errol Spence did that, going all the way to England. Now Mikey's daring to be great, coming to Dallas. But as you stated, he has a hell of a lot of fans. Were you surprised by the reaction, by the atmosphere, as well as the energy today?
Look, I'm not surprised because every time we've been to Texas, I've said it millions of times, Texas is one of my favorite places to have my fighters fight, not only Mikey. And Mikey's been here in Texas, I don't know, maybe 3-4 times. I don't even know how many times he's fought in Texas. But every time we fight here, it's always nothing but love. So, it's pretty much like fighting at home, honestly.
How special is it, man, knowing that it's a family affair, La Familia Garcia, you have your father, your corner, you have Mikey, you're guiding them to victory. How important and special is that?
It's awesome, bro. We've been a huge fight, one of the biggest fights.
Errol Spence Jr.
Years, but